BJP MP Dr. Sanjay Jaiswal urged every parliamentarian to consider one nation, one election bill with an open mind.
This is a historical bill and this is not a new bill. Our fathers of constitutions who were there in Constituent Assembly decided that the Lok Sabha elections and elections of all the states will be held together. And that happened for 20 years. It was only during the time of Indira Gandhi when she started using 356 on every state and putting president rule in different states, then this structure was broken. In future, the elections should be together. This will save lot of money and lot of time. For 4.5 years, everything will be smooth.
While in the upper house of parliament, further discussion on the glorious journey of 75 years of the Constitution of India is being taken up. Participating in this, Leader of the House and Union Minister JP Nadda said this festival is a way we celebrate and it strengthens our dedication towards the Constitution, our commitment towards the Constitution. He stressed that he believes that we will make good use of this opportunity to fulfill the national goal.
ये जो हम उत्सव के रूप में मनाते हैं, यह एक तरीके से हमारी संविधान के प्रति समर्पण, संविधान के प्रति प्रतिबद्धता, संविधान के प्रति कमिटमेंट को मजबूती प्रदान करता है। चाहे कोई सदन में उस तरफ हो चाहे इस तरफ हो, चर्चा, वाद विवाद और डिस्कशन, कुल मिलाकर के ये सारी डिस्कशन एक तरीके से हम सबको अपने संविधान को मजबूती देने में, कमिटमेंट के साथ खड़े होने में एक अवसर प्रदान करता है।
All right, our correspondent Anil Thomas is joining us from the Parliament. Anil, good morning. Good afternoon, Anil. We've told our viewers about what all is being taken up in Parliament today. Get us more. First, we talk of the discussion in the upper house, 75 glorious years of Constitution. We tell our viewers that it is in progress after we saw the uproarious scenes yesterday. How is the discussion progressing today?
Good afternoon, Preeti. Well, very much the tone and tenor of how the discussion in the upper house has started on the second day, almost on the similar lines that we saw on the first day. The Treasury benches, the opposition, ready to listen to each other. Few points of contentious issues that the opposition felt that the government was, or the Treasury benches were wrong. But the chairman of the House, having the House very much in control, and we're seeing good, meaningful discussions on the 75 glorious years of India's drafting of India's constitution taking place in the upper house. The leader of the House, that's JP Nadda, is currently speaking, and he's putting forward certain points, points that are of importance, especially when it comes to the democracy of India now being, message, a template for the rest of the world to follow. On the other hand, it's also criticizing the government, especially when it comes to the emergency, especially when it comes to the race behind the chair, especially during the emergency and in and around it. And, we are seeing discussions that have just been initiated by the leader of the House, JP Nadda, in the upper house. Now we'll have to wait and watch how is the opposition, leave aside the Congress, but the other opposition parties who have a sizable presence in the upper house, how are they going to react to the speech that has been made by JP Nadda? That's going to be interesting. But fruitful, healthy discussion taking place, especially on the Constitution, I think is the right tone, is the right mood in the House for the second straight day.
All right. Also, Anil, we tell our viewers that in the lower house, the One Nation, One Election bill will be introduced. Get us more on that as well. Very quickly, what has been the response or what has been, the standing of the political parties on this bill?
Well, one purely takes a look at the political mathematics. Almost 15 political parties are against it, but double the number of parties are in favor of it. So that leaves the number questions out. 30, if I put 15 against, double of that, roughly 30 and more than 30 political parties agree on one nation, one elections. So it's going to be a healthy debate, especially when, at least many political parties who are a part of the opposition are at least ready to listen to the merits of what the government or what the union law minister will bring to the table. That's something that's necessary, and that's something where you go with an open mind. The government is also saying, listen to what we have to table, listen to what we have to present. And I've spoken to leaders cutting across party lines. The opposition, the Congress, the TMC, the Shiv Sena, the Uddhav Thackeray faction, the Samajwadi Party are all on one page. They claim it's an attack on the federal structure of India. But many parties that I spoke to, the TDP, which almost has the last 5 Lok Sabha elections, they have had simultaneous Lok Sabha elections along with assembly elections in Andhra Pradesh. They have welcomed the move. They said it's a lot of money that the exchequer saves. We have seen it across 5 elections, 5 Lok Sabha elections, where assembly elections have taken place. We have faced no issues as such. The people enjoy voting for both because it can happen on the single day. And in today's times, when it's, the election commission is finding it difficult to get the people to come out and vote, if both happen on the same day, people are more than welcome to come out and vote on one single day, at least use that particular part of the franchise there on that one single day where they come out and vote for both. So, there are options both in favor and against it. But I think those in favor of one nation, one election, surely, outdo those against it. And in all likelihood, when the bill will be presented in Parliament, it is likely to go to a JPC, that's a Joint Parliamentary Committee. And BJP, since it's the largest party in the Lok Sabha, will have more members in it. But other political parties also will get members into the fold. So I think in all likelihood, when the bill will be presented, there will be some uproar that will be created. And in all likelihood, it should head into a JPC.
All right, Anil, we'll leave it here. Thank you so much for joining in with those details. All right, Speaker of the Upper House, Om Birla, welcomed parliamentary delegation from Armenia. The delegation was led by His Excellency Mr. Alan Simonianon. He is the President of the National Assembly of the Republic of Armenia.